This evening, Facebook may have violated your privacy. Guyana is getting mapped, and Mexico will pay for it. Parents protest tuition hike, and we bring you the top regional and international headlines of the day.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Bramwell Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Today is Monday, April the 9th, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. This morning, the body of an unidentified...
Over several parents gathered in front of May's school this morning in protest of the 40% rate increase in school fees.
I have 2 children coming here, and I have to pay an extra $30,000 a term. That's like paying like 2.5 kids. I have another kid who will be hopefully joining this school in 2 years' time. That's 3 kids. No consultation, nothing.
Despite being frustrated with the hike in school fees, angered parents still opted to have their children remain in the school.
I think that the decent thing is for the administration of the school to at least meet with us, meet with the parents to find out their concerns. Even though we sent a formal letter requesting a meeting to discuss the increase, there was no response in terms of whether or not they're willing to meet with us. And I think that smacks of arrogance, because we, the parents, are the ones providing the bread and butter for the same owners of the school. And to treat us as consumers as if, you either pay or you leave, I just think it's arrogant, and the fees are extremely excessive. And it's out of the reach of, there's a wide spectrum cross section of parents that send their children here. Not everybody's rich, and so I think they should take that into consideration.
Parents noted that they have their children attending the school for several years when these fees were affordable.
Well, at the time of enrolling my child, the fees were reasonable compared to the other private schools that I looked into, but now that's something I probably have to relook, because it might be out of my reach, and I have another child, and to have to pay for this with 2 children, it would be hard.
However, if the administration decides to implement the 42% rate increase in September, some parents have expressed that they will remove their children from the school.
If it is that they increase the lesson fees, it may move up to between $35,000. I can't go to my boss and say I have an increase in tuition fees for $35,000, so more than likely I may have to move them.
Ironically, the administration of May's school was quite vocal regarding the government's decision to apply a 14% value-added tax on education. The government has since reversed that position. The parents of the May's primary school plans to continue their protest until their needs are heard. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. The Guyana Police Force reports that convicted prisoner Derek Oudkirk has escaped while working at the home of a prison officer yesterday. Based on a police report, Oudkirk and 2 other prisoners were performing laborer duties when he was discovered missing just after 4:30 p.m. Oudkirk is sentenced to 18 months imprisonment for larceny. Derek Oudkirk is 23 years of age and of mixed race. Oudkirk is formerly of Upper Watuka, Linden. Citizens with information that can lead to his recapture are urged to contact the nearest police station. Aluminum giant Rusal is one of the Russian-owned companies affected by the latest wave of U.S. sanctions. It's possible that this move may even have implications for their operations in Guyana. The aluminum giant Rusal has taken a big hit on the Hong Kong stock market. Shares in the Russian company plummeted by almost 50% today. This follows another round of U.S.-imposed sanctions in the wake of the ongoing diplomatic row between the 2 countries. The sanctions affect 7 oligarchs, 12 companies they own or control, as well as 17 senior Russian government officials. The sanctions were levied on Friday. According to Washington, the individuals and companies were targeted for profiting from a Russian state engaged in, quote, malign activities around the world. Other magnates hit by sanctions include Alexei Miller, director of the state-owned energy giant Gazprom. Rusal, which produces about 7% of the world's aluminum, said it regretted its inclusion on the new U.S. sanctions list. The company said the sanctions were likely to have a materially adverse impact on its business and finances. Despite the recent developments, Rusal, Guyana has not indicated that it would affect operations in this nation. After the break, Facebook may have violated your privacy. Find out more. But first, here's today's foreign currency exchange rates.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature King sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook, Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go. Guyana's main political parties disavow having ever contracted the company's services. Nonetheless, the extent of its work in Guyana is unclear at this point. Alwina Rutherford has been sentenced to 98 years in prison for murder. In March 2014, the now 25-year-old mother instructed her 2 young children, ages 4 and 1, to ingest rat poison tablets. The children followed their mother's command and became ill almost immediately. They were rushed to the hospital but died while receiving treatment. According to one eyewitness who testified during the trial, they recalled that the woman left the house and later returned with the tablets and instructed the children to drink them for a common cold. The central government, with assistance from Mexico, is preparing to electronically map the nation. Wendell Jeffrey has more.
The Mexican ambassador, Mr. Roberto Sierra Medal, hosted 2 members of the government, Minister Kathy Hughes and Minister Raphael Trotman, as they dealt with what they termed the geospatial information management. And that is a project that will provide data. The Mexican government will provide information that will help Guyana to provide the data on rural and urban development, how to lay out the country, what kind of conservation projects should be put in place, and so on. And this will be done in scientific ways, and it should cover the full expanse of Guyana's territory. And the ministers, as you will hear, explained what they're expecting from the Mexican government, as well as the Mr. Sierra Medal explained what the Mexican government will be offering the Guyana government, as you will hear in this report.
At the meeting in October 2015, it was agreed that Mexico would provide technical assistance to Guyana in order to create a geographical information system for the country. The system is meant to support policymaking and provide information to bolster the development of the natural resources sector, which is one of the main drivers of growth.
Initiatives such as these bring their own demands for ministries and agencies to be more involved and to share data analytics and to answer questions and to draw inferences about events that occur and relationships between them. More importantly, government is interested in knowing about locations, about the movement of our assets, such as natural resources. The government of Mexico is making a great contribution to the development of our goals and our agenda. The Ministry of Public Telecommunications is thankful for this assistance, and I know that the participants, some of whom come from departments within my ministry, shall be receptive, and I know you all will make us proud.
It is my view that what we are about to do is not just about the natural resources and how they are developed or not developed, but we want to see that all information that is pertinent to the nation of Guyana is housed in one unit, is housed in one place, is utilized in a whole of government approach.
Critical thing is not only the financing, but the skills that are being transferred. Okay. So that is where we will highlight the data.
Okay, and the workshop today is going to be for, it begins today. How long the workshop goes for?
For 1 week.
Okay.
And we are very proud that this one is the third activity that we put into place.
Here in Guyana?
Here in Guyana, with Guyanese experts. We already invited Guyanese experts to go to Mexico last year. Okay. Now we have Mexican experts in Guyana. Okay. And the most important part of this training should be
constructed in a very technical way. Back to you, George.
Thanks, Wendell. A high-level meeting is planned for Tuesday following Monday's sit-in by physicians attached to the Accident and Emergency Department of the Skeldon Hospital, Region 6, East Berbice Quarantine. A&E physicians were upset that critical supplies were unavailable to treat their patients, forcing them to take industrial action. Ministry of Public Health Permanent Secretary Ms. Colette Adams and other ministry officials are mystified by Monday's industrial action by the Skeldon Hospital physicians. Adams said the hospital received supplies from the Materials Management Unit last Thursday. She said further, no hospital authority or the doctors complained to the ministry or the union about the shortage of supplies at the A&E. The sit-in by the A&E employees were, quote, not authorized by the Public Service Union, bargaining body for the Ministry of Public Health employees, said Adams, who had talks with the bargaining body representatives on Monday. Tuesday's talks involving all the stakeholders are expected to pave the way for a return to duty by the striking A&E physicians. The medical supplies are expected at the Skeldon Hospital Tuesday morning. Join us after the break for your regional news, international news, and more. Ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
The Big King you love just chickened out. Introducing the new Chicken Big King with 2 crispy chicken patties and our signature king sauce. The new Chicken Big King, now part of our Burger King favorites. Only at Burger King, where taste is king.
Seems like people will try just about anything to lose weight these days. But nothing works better than proper dieting and exercise. So if you're guilty of eating the wrong foods, not finding time to exercise, or can't afford a gym, join Safe TV Channel 2 for Body and Spirit. Aerobics workout with Dick Nunez.
Hello, I'm Dick Nunez. Welcome to Body and Spirit Aerobics.
Weekday mornings from 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Don't hesitate. Act now, because your greatest wealth is your health.
Welcome back. Here's Bibi Bacchus with the top regional and international headlines of the day.
Motorists in Montego Bay are now learning to respect the box following the installation of grid lines at a number of popular intersections across the city. The lines, which are also referred to as no man's land, mark the area where drivers should not stop during a red light. The lines were installed by St. James Municipal Corporation, working with the Island Traffic Authority as part of efforts to regulate and control traffic movement. The improper usage of these lines by motorists could lead to them being ticketed by the police. A woman police constable has been detained as police investigate how a bag of contraband items ended up in a cell at the Port of Spain Central Police Station last week. According to the police reports, a KFC bag, which contained a quantity of contraband items, was found in an empty cell at the police station. The bag contained cellular phones, cigarettes, marijuana, and matches. The woman was detained at her home in San Juan on Sunday. In international news, the governments of Russia and Syria have blamed Israel for a deadly attack on a Syrian military airport. Monday's attack hit the largest airbase in the nation. International observers says 14 people were killed. Syria initially blamed the U.S. for the strike, but now suspects Israel is to be blamed. As of this morning, Israel has yet to comment. And finally, the Speaker of Somalia's Parliament, Mohammed Sheikh Usman Jawarid, has resigned ahead of a no-confidence motion against him. We were in the Parliament House this morning ready for the motion against the Speaker. Then the Deputy Speaker came in and read a resignation letter from the Speaker. We applauded, and his resignation was accepted as per the Constitution. That is the end of the political crisis, lawmaker Dahir Amin Jisso told Reuters. Jawari had held his position since 2013. Reporting for Channel 2 Headline News, Bibi Bacchus.
Now for your 7-day weather forecast and this week's bridge retraction schedule. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast, and Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast, saying thank you for welcoming us into your homes, and do have a blessed evening.